from Made by Mika, back again with another video. Today we're going to be planning November 2020 together. This is my bullet journal, a very brief flip through of my very minimal, student-friendly, work-friendly bullet journal. I've been bullet journaling for many years now, and I finally narrowed down exactly what works for me. I am using the Archer and Olive notebooks. They're fantastic, woman-owned small business. This is the green one with the pretty little leaf in the front. The paper is so thick and bleed-proof and crisp white, and there are just enough pages for the year, for me at least, and how many I use. So yeah, let's start planning. I know this color palette does not look like a November color palette. It's not very fall appropriate, but honestly, November is one of my least favorite months. It's always just been a month that I've been hoping ends just when it begins. So I thought I'd just put together some of my favorite colors for November just to kind of up my spirits during this month. So I love my bubblegum pink and my cherry red. I just love this combination. It just shouldn't go together, but it does, and it's just so perfect. I know it looks a little bit Valentine's, but I don't care. Anyways, so I'm going in and I'm starting with my monthly layout, and I do the very classic bullet journal vertical monthly layout. This just really lets me see my month in a very clear way, and it gives me quite a bit of space to write something for each day, any type of event or something that I need to remember. So I'm just counting down the days and putting like a pink vertical stripe for day 1 to 30. And then I'm just writing right beside it like the day, so Monday to Sunday. And then on the pink stripe, I'm writing the numbers. Never mind, flip that. I'm writing the numbers next to the pink stripe, and on the pink stripe I'm writing the day. And I also have a very similar layout at the beginning of my bullet journal that lays out all of the months in the year, and that's where I write any future dates and deadlines that I need to know. That is super helpful for me also as a student when I'm taking a full course load. At the front of the very beginning of my bullet journal, I have all the important dates and deadlines, midterms, and you'll see it here. And basically anything that comes up in the future, I write it down. And so here I am, just for November, I have 2 particularly important dates, so I write that down. I have an assignment and a midterm. And I'm also writing any days off that I have, any birthdays, any social engagements, any plans that I've made for November. And I'll continue filling this in throughout the month of just anything I need to remember. And it's nice because I have plenty of space to write multiple things for one day. And then on the other side of the spread, I just have my brain dump and expenses. This brain dump page is just for me to write down anything that I feel like. It's mostly for like lists and shopping and ideas. I always use this page if I get a bunch of custom orders and I need to keep track of what I need to make. It is just a very blank space, and that's exactly what I need. And then lower down on that page, I have my expenses. I used to have a more structured page for expenses with lines and grids and all of that, but now I just keep track of any expenses that kind of are important for me to remember. You know, if I need to track a certain package or find a receipt in the future, it's nice for me to have, you know, all the important expenses and purchases of that month written down so I can kind of look at it and see. And then moving on to my weekly spreads. This is super simple. I've been doing this for the majority of 2020. I used to be a lot more elaborate, but now it is super simple. I'm just doing 6 polka dots on a page. That's it, honestly. I do 6 days on one page now, which for a lot of people is quite a bit. I used to need like 4 days in one page, whatever it might have been, but now that I'm not doing as much school and I'm mainly working, this works really well for me, and it fits exactly for a month that has 30 days, which I love. So these polka dots are 14 and 13 squares apart, and then this month I did things a little bit different just because I wanted even more color on the page. I also made these rectangles for the days. So basically the number of the day will be in the circle, and then the day, like Wednesday, Monday, whatever, will be in the square. And I'm using my POSCA paint pen, which I've yet to use in my bullet journal, to write in white. I thought it gave it a nice little like pop art type of look, really bubblegum and cutesy and girly. And let me know if you have any tips on making these stand out a little bit more. I feel like I had to go over them like quite a few times for the white to, look really good, but I'm really happy with how it turned out. I'm just doing all caps. Sometimes I go back and I do a more cursive or hand lettering thing, but I really wanted it to be block letters for this month. And basically underneath each of these days, I write down what I need to do, what I need to remember, what I already did. It's good for me to keep track of, the hours that I worked for future tracking, or, the workout that I did, so I remember. And so I basically, the only index system that I use is I do a star next to like an event or an occurrence, and then if I use a closed circle for something that I completed, for a task that I completed, and then I use arrows if I ended up moving a task or an event. And that's it. Like, it's super simple. I plan at the beginning of the month for the rest of the month, and that's it. Just a quick flip through. It's super simple, but it's cute, it's bright, and it gets the job done. Thanks guys for watching. I really appreciate it. Follow me at made.by.mika on Instagram. Have a good day.